Hello, in this lecture we are going to be creating a NAT Gateway. A NAT Gateway is a managed service that allows instances within a private subnet in a VPC to connect to the internet. In our last lecture we created our VPC, and within our VPC we created public subnets and private subnets. Any instance we put in the public subnets that has a public IP address will be able to access the internet, and the users from the internet will also be able to access that instance. For private subnets, any instance we put in the private subnet will not be able to access the internet, and users from the internet will not be able to access that instance as well. And this is how we always want to design our VPC. We always want to make sure our applications are in the private subnets. This is just security best practice. But then one thing we need is our EC2 instance that is in the private subnet. We want it to be able to access the internet to download security patches and updates. That's why we need the NAT Gateway. The NAT Gateway allows instance in your private subnet to be able to connect to the internet to download security patches and updates. So through the NAT Gateway, your EC2 instance will always be able to connect to the internet, but users from the internet cannot initiate any type of connection to your EC2 instance in the private subnet. And this is how you want to design your VPC for security purposes. Next, let's look at how we can launch our NAT Gateway into public subnet 1 and public subnet 2. So instances in our private subnets in each availability zone will be able to access the internet. In my management console, the first thing you want to do is make sure you are in the right region where you want to launch your NAT Gateway. My region is currently in the Northern Virginia region, and this is the region where I want to launch my NAT Gateway. So make sure you select your region. That's the first step. Next, we are going to allocate 2 elastic IP address for the NAT Gateway we are going to launch in public subnet 1 and public subnet 2. So let's come to service, and let's come down to networking content delivery and select VPC. On the left side, let's come to elastic IPs. So select elastic IPs. And up here, let's click allocate elastic IP address. So we'll click that. And we want to allocate an IPv4 address. So we'll click allocate. We want 2 elastic IP address. One for our NAT Gateway in our public subnet 1 and the other for the NAT Gateway in our public subnet 2. So we will click allocate elastic IP address again to create our second elastic IP address. Click allocate elastic IP. We want an IPv4 address. Click allocate. And just in case if you don't see both elastic IP address here, it's because it is currently filtered. So I can just click this X to cancel that. And now you can see both elastic IP address we just allocated. Next, we can now create our NAT gateways. So on the left side, select NAT gateways. Create NAT gateway. We'll select the subnet we want to put our NAT gateway in. In our case, we want to put it in public subnet 1. We will allocate the elastic IP address we created. So let's select the first one, which is the 3.85. Let's add a tag for this NAT gateway. So I'll click add a tag, and the key will be the name. And the value is going to be NAT gateway public subnet 1, and click create NAT gateway. Now we have created our NAT gateway in public subnet 1 in the first availability zone. And this next step is very important. So in order for the instance in our private subnets to be able to connect to the internet, we have to edit the route tables for that private subnet and attach that NAT gateway to it. To do that, we'll click edit route tables over here. So in our case, we want to edit the route table for private route table 1. So we'll select private route table 1. We'll come to routes, and we'll click edit route, and we'll click add routes. And the route is going to be 00, so pretty much anywhere. And the target is going to be the NAT gateway. And we'll select that NAT gateway in the public subnet 1 we created. And click save routes. And click close. So now if we look at the routes for the private route table 1, we have a local route. We also have another route that is routing traffic to the internet through the NAT gateway. Next, we'll do the same thing for the private subnets in the second availability zone. So let's go to NAT gateways. Click create NAT gateway. We'll select the subnet. Our subnet will be public subnet 2. We will add an elastic IP address. Select the available elastic IP address. Again, we will add a tag, and it's going to be name, and the value is going to be NAT gateway public subnet 2. And click create NAT gateway. And again, we are going to edit the route table. So click edit route table. For this, we want to edit the private route table too. We come to the routes, edit routes, add routes from anywhere. And the target is going to be the NAT gateway. And we want to select the NAT gateway public subnet 2. And click save routes. And close. And this is how you create a NAT gateway. So now we have created 2 NAT gateways, one in public subnet 1 and the other in public subnet 2. So now the instance we launch in any of these private subnets will be able to connect to the internet and download security patches. In the next lecture, we are going to test whether we have configured our NAT gateway properly and instance in our private subnet is able to connect to the internet. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Bye.